Even though it is true, obviously, that Mexico, as far as the influx of drugs goes, of fentanyl and everything else, is the major threat. The reality is that in Venezuela, you have a situation in which you do have a greater concentration of extra hemispheric powers. Because remember, it's not just about drugs. It's not even just about cartels and trafficking cartels. It's about the synthesis of these trafficking cartels with regimes that invite in the Chinese, the Russians, the Iranians. There's a major Hezbollah presence in this part of Latin America, South and Central America. The administration has not designated the toppling of the Maduro regime as a goal. Yet. The time may come when it does. They've said very explicitly that it's an illegitimate regime, which is actually the common opinion of the international community. They've said that Maduro is a dictator who probably ought to go, which is empirically true. It's agreed. Most Venezuelans agree with that as well. I can't prognosticate what's going to happen next. What we see in the Southern Caribbean, which I would argue is entirely legal, does not violate any law. Certainly not a corpus of law that doesn't really exist. Is a direct response to acts that kill. I have no information on Zapatero's visa or his, but I would ask Chris Landau, and I will say this: Deputy Secretary Landau has been admirable in his willingness to use that tool. I don't think Spain is. I think the current government is obviously in bad shape. I think it's fair to say that the government of Spain is not in good graces for its rapprochement with the Chinese and for frankly its friendliness with some of the narco states in Latin America. But the United States obviously has tremendous diplomatic cachet. We have significant cultural power. Those are tools in the kit of public diplomacy, and frankly I think they're the preferable ones because they represent soft power. And then, of course, one thing that has distinguished President Trump is his willingness to use trade and tariffs as leverage.